Maybe the thing that gets in your way isn't an obstacle. Maybe it's actually a lesson. Maybe it's even a gift. Let's talk about that.
This is a beautiful thought.
Welcome, people from around the world exploring spirituality, enjoying happiness, allowing peace to grow within your belly, spreading to the solar plexus, expanding into excitement of the mind. Welcome to you. The title of today's talk is That is the Practice. So sitting in meditation just now for about an hour, a lot of the time probably for many months, I've had this bad habit during meditation. It's not a terrible habit, but it's a bad habit. It's that, say, I'm sitting for 30 minutes and it gets 15 minutes in or 20 minutes in, and I turn and I pick up my phone to see the timer, to see how long is left. And of course, I can continue the meditation after that. And it's more or less fine. Like, I don't have to judge myself or exclude that meditation or say it's worthless somehow because I got distracted. But on the other hand, I don't want to do that. So I don't want to judge myself. At the same time, I want to take right action. And so when those thoughts arise, like, oh, I wonder how long left it is, or even today, I got very close to the end of the meditation, and I started saying to myself, no puedo aguantar más. I can't take it anymore. I was losing my patience. And here's the thing about those kind of thoughts. That is the practice. So a thought presents itself to you as an impulse. And the meditation practice, when you're trying to do this passive meditation, or any type of meditation really, when the thought presents itself to you as an impulse, the idea is to treat it just as another thought. Now, easier said than done. We also have these things. I remember being in the temple in Wat Tham Krabok in Thailand, and sometimes things would go wrong. People will break the rules, and if someone breaks the rules, you might start to say, hey, that person should be excluded. They should be kicked out of the temple. Rules are rules. But really, here's the thing. If somebody else breaks the rules and you allow that to disturb your peace, that is the practice. The practice is even when things go wrong, things don't go as expected, that is the practice. To remain on the path, to try to maintain your peace, or at least embrace the idea that you've become a little disturbed by the fact. Now, a lot of things happen. People are trying to fulfill their goals and they're trying to chase their dreams. And likewise, what happens is they say, well, I would be able to write my novel if only I didn't have my day job, or if I could just get a break from my family, or if, and there's so many ifs, and you can keep making ifs as long as you live. Now, here's the thing. Once again, that is the practice. People out in the world, people who have been successful and they've found ways to do things, the way they did it is not allowing those excuses to get in the way of what they wanted to accomplish. And what I found for myself, of course, once upon a time I had a day job. Fortunately, I don't right now. And I would say to myself, oh, if I could take a holiday, go to Bangladesh for a few months and chill out. And there I could write a novel or, do something creative, whatever it is, I'd have the time. And it happened when I did have the time. What do you know? I wasn't motivated because I hadn't been practicing, because I hadn't maintained those daily habits. That is the practice. The practice even when there are obstacles. The obstacles are the practice. And another thing that people talk about is, say, you're meditating every day, or you're doing some spiritual practice, prayer, or even exercising every day, whatever it is, your practice that you're doing in order to improve your life or just enjoy those sweet moments. And then you get a couple of weeks in, your habit's not yet fully formed, and then something happens. It disrupts your practice, or you allow it to disrupt your practice, or for some reason you can't go to the gym that day, you're sick, and you don't even go and do stretches. And then the next day passes, and you don't go either. Now, that is the practice, because that is the moment when your willpower, when your resolve is really tested. When you lose your momentum and you have to get back on the course. Yes, on the course, on your horse, on a course. That is the real practice. That is the test. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for continuing on your quest for greater self-knowledge and greater happiness. And even in those moments when it gets hard, even then those moments when it seems like you've given up, getting yourself back and beginning again. It's like Abraham Hicks said, you can begin again. And you can. That's the practice, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. I will talk to you soon.
A beautiful thought.
Thank you for listening. If you do find this episode enlightening or entertaining, enjoyable, fulfilling, full of contentment, wonder, or anything else, anything positive, maybe you'd like to share it with a friend and just send them a little message saying why you like this episode, why it might help them or might lead them to a little extra happiness in their life. If you do that, thank you. Thanks for doing that. That's cool. All right. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.